What is going on, all you stinking beautiful people? I got a great episode for you today. You know why? Because we're going to be talking about a brand new clone fragrance house that's so stinking affordable, and they are using some high quality juice. Before we do so, we're going down this. That's right, whitewater rafting, baby, out here in the Occee River. Should be fun. It's going to be some fun B-roll. It's going to be a great episode, so stay tuned. Cue that intro. Going on, my beautiful fragrance family? Welcome back to My2Scents. I hope each and every one of you are doing fantastic today. My name is Brian, and this is the channel all about helping boost your confidence through the art of fragrance and helping you become a lasting scent memory. Welcome to Go Local Week. So last week I took the week off, and I'm so happy to be back because I've been working on this concept. I'm doing a lot of vacationing here in the next month or so. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. So this week what I'm doing is I'm getting out of the house. That's right. I'm going to be going to some local spots, some awesome touristy spots here in the beautiful city of Chattanooga and the surrounding areas. I'm going to give you guys some fantastic fragrance reviews and show you a little bit about where I live. This could also be a helpful video if you ever decide to visit the beautiful city of Chattanooga. I am not a tour guide, okay? Not whatsoever. But hey man, let's try something different. And today's episode is about Barrett Fragrances. Now, what does Barrett Fragrances have to do with whitewater rafting? Well, the Occee River was the home of kayaking for the 1996 Summer Olympics. Every single time I take a trip down that amazing river, I'm taking a risk. And if you don't take the risk, you don't know what the reward can be. So without further ado, let's get into the whiffing and sniffing and talk about Barrett Fragrances. Now, Barrett Fragrances was started not too long ago. I received these from Barrett Fragrances well before they ever went on sale. I talked with Taylor, one of the brothers, and man, I'll tell you what, it's just their story really compelled me because they're just like me. Just like starting this channel, they took a risk. All three of the brothers have a deep passion for fragrances, but none of them are perfumers. What they wanted to do was bring some luxurious clones to the market at a stupid affordable price. $45 will get you a 50 ml right now, but I will tell you more about that here in a little bit. Let's talk about the juice. Let's talk about what fragrances these are all inspired by. So the first fragrance we're going to be talking about is Valhalla. Now, Valhalla is their inspiration of Creed's AVENTUS. Now, this is not going to be AVENTUS like the original AVENTUS. This is getting more into that fruity, sweet pineapple. You get the woods oak moss, but not a whole lot of that birch. So what I get from this, I get that bergamot, I get that pineapple, I get like a sweet ambery vanilla, and that sticks around for some time. You get a little bit of a floral touch in the heart, but again, this is very fruity pineapple. Full dry down, you get a touch of smoke. You get more woody qualities, and of course you get that oak moss. But again, the birch very much dumbed down. You can still smell it, but this is not the original batch of AVENTUS. But after talking to Taylor, that is not what they were going for. They wanted it to be more of that fruitier, sweet, a little bit more mass appealing AVENTUS, I guess you could say. This kind of almost reminds me a little bit more of like Hachavat. Well, let me rephrase that because the oak moss is definitely more dumbed down in this. But it is still a really high quality fragrance. And the reason being is the oils that they're using. I was extremely surprised. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Now, I'm going to spray this on my hand. Okay. I don't know if you can see the sheen. All right. But what I'm going to do at the very end of this episode is I'm going to show you that it's still there. And it takes me about 30 minutes to, film all this. There's no harshness to this. You spray it, it smells fantastic. It is very well balanced, very smooth, and very well rounded. You can smell the quality of ingredients in it. Valhalla, I think, is a good inspiration of Creed AVENTUS. Does not smell exactly like it, but it's very close, especially into the newer batches of AVENTUS. Now I get 7-8 hours of longevity. Projection is really nice within the first couple hours, but man, I'm telling you that just the way that this sticks to your skin, the oils, I mean, you'll have a sheen for hours. But that's Valhalla, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next fragrance. But before I do, I'm going to show you a little bit of B-roll of me getting smacked in the face by some rapids. mouth open when we hit that rapid, and literally it quenched my thirst. It was quite disgusting though. The water was quite muddy, but it was a lot of fun. So the next one we're going to be talking about is a clone dupe inspired of one of the most popular fragrances, if not the most popular fragrance and the best-selling fragrance from the house of Mason Francis Kirkjohn. It's called Scarlet Gamble, and this is a inspiration of MFK's Baccarat Rouge 540. And I'm going to tell you what, when I first wore this, I really could not tell a difference between this and Baccarat Rouge 540. Except for the fact I don't go nose blind to this as quickly as I do to Baccarat Rouge 540. This is so similar. You're getting that kind of burnt sugar quality. You get that saffron. This is stinking close. I'm just going to have to say it's hard for me to tell the difference between this and my Baccarat Rouge 540. Now, I have a couple of BR540 clones. This is the best one I've smelled. I haven't smelled them all, but holy moly. This is so close. Now, here is one difference. I will have to say this, not trying to blow smoke up many of the boys over at Barrett Fragrances' asses, but the opening of this compared to BR540, this is smoother. There's no medicinal harshness right off the bat. I get that from BR540. I'm not saying this is 100% BR540, but this is really stinking close. I am not a huge fan of BR540. I do think it is a beautiful fragrance, but there's just something about it. And even with this, after some time, I don't know, I don't enjoy the way I smell. And it has nothing to do with the fragrance. It has to do with me, my nose, my skin. I'll smell it, I'm like, oh, that smells really good. 20 minutes later, I'm like, I don't really enjoy the way I smell anymore. But that's just me. If you were looking for a good inspiration of BR540, this, for the price, $45 for a 50 ml, it's stinking good. Longevity on Scarlet Gamble, this thing's an all-dayer. All-dayer. I do become a little nose blind to it after about 3-4 hours, but man, I was getting attention 10 hours into it. The oils that they're using in these are crazy. This, just the sheen. The sheen. Projection apparently is really good because, like I said, I was getting attention 10 hours into it. So that's Scarlet Gamble. Let's move on to the next fragrance. But again, I'm going to show you some B-roll. Ready. So this next one is called Heartwood. Now Heartwood is inspired of Tom Ford's OUD wood. Now this, there is quite a few differences, especially up top. This is almost a little syrupy. As an OUD wood, you get this really almost fresh, woody, spicy quality, but you still get that nice like underlying sweetness. This starts off a little syrupy sweet. I don't appreciate the opening on Heartwood as much as I do as like carved oud or Tom Ford's OUD wood. But when this starts drying down after about 15-20 minutes, I mean, it really gets into that oud wood territory. You're getting those really nice woody qualities. You get that nice sweetness. You get this touch of spices throughout it. Like I said, the very beginning, it's good. It is. I actually enjoy wearing it. It's a good alternative to oud wood, especially for the price. But I would not say that this is, I would say this is probably more like 85% oud wood. Like I said though, 15-20 minutes into it, it really gets more into that oud wood territory to where it's harder to differentiate between the two. Now Heartwood, this one again likes to stick to my skin. I get a good 10 hours of me being able to smell it. All right, 10 hours. Projection on this is actually way better than oud wood, actually better than carved oud. Really good projection. This kind of just pumps off your skin. I actually really enjoyed wearing this in like the high heat. This really likes to lift off your skin. Now Heartwood, Valhalla, Scarlet Gamble, I think all three of them are really really good fragrances, especially for the price you can get them at. $45 for a 50 ml. I'm going to leave all the information in the description of where you can find these fragrances. Right now, they're working on their website. Like I said, they're a startup, okay? They're a startup. 3 brothers who had a dream and have a dream of bringing high quality fragrances. And yeah, they're inspired by us. But you know what? For me, I want to be a fragrance reviewer for the people. I don't want to just, single myself out to one genre. I understand that we all have finances we have to take care of. We all have a budget we have to take care of. And this day and age, it is so important that we do so. And that's what Barrett Fragrances is all about. What they want to give to the people is high quality, inspired by fragrances at an affordable price. Right now, you can only DM them or I think email them. Like I said, I'll leave everything down in the description. I'm now 25 minutes in, and look at that sheen. I mean, look at this sheen. It's crazy. I mean, the oils in these are some of the best that I've actually smelled in clones. No roughness. The alcohol they're using, you can also tell, is high quality. And that is really hard to do when you are a brand new startup fragrance house. Now, their presentation and prices will change, but right now, until they get enough money for the new bottles, $45, 50 ml. In my opinion, if you're looking at saving some cheddar and getting to smelling better, Barrett Fragrances is a great way to go. Let me know what you think of clone fragrances. I really want to know everybody's thoughts. I want to hear your 2 cents. I understand clones aren't going to be for everyone, but I would love to hear your opinion. Leave me a comment down below. That's it for me today, guys. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. If you've enjoyed today's content, then do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails. Oh, and here's some more B-roll.